Welcome to Casa Koken. It's been a while since I made a video. I've been away on holidays, and then when I came back, it was a bit hard to get in the groove back. But here I am, and what better to start than making a really easy, delicious dish which involves fish, white fish in this recipe. So now I'm going to share one with you that you should make at home. I promise you your kids going to love it, because it's a cross between fish croquetas and fish and chips. Who doesn't like those? Fried with a nice aioli on the side. For this one I will make a sriracha mayo, and also I got some aioli. Here I got the ingredients. It's ingredients you have around the house: eggs, diced white onions, pureed potatoes. For the flour, I'm using oat flour. You can use the normal wheat flour. I'm just trying to, in my cooking, to use as very little gluten as possible. You have beer, and we have the white fish. I'm using Saithe fillet because it's very common in Sweden, but you can use bacalhau, cod, collie, any white fish will work. Even salmon, it will work. Now I'm going to separate the whites from the yolks, add it into the Thermomix, and we're going to whip it until hard. Yes, the egg whites is finished whipping. It's very nice. See? This is how you want them to be, not falling down. This was what always my mother said. That's the test to see if they are whipped enough. Let's put on the side. We're gonna use the blender to process the fish. Voila. Here I got the fish. It's like cut it in chunks into the food processor. You don't want it to process it too fine. You want it to have some chunks when you eat it. So in a lot of food processors you have the option to pulse. If not, just on and off, on and off, on and off, until you get the desired consistency. So let's just go. Nice. See how fast that was? But this is a Thermomix anyway. It's super powerful. Voila. Voila. That's it with the Thermomix. Goes in the side. Now we're gonna add all the other ingredients. Start with the egg yolks, onion, potato mash, voila. Now we're gonna chop with my knife. Chop it up some parsley. Again, the herb I choose to use here is parsley, but if you get coriander, you prefer coriander, you prefer dill, you prefer oregano, be whatever you prefer. Food is about feeling, is about what you like, what your family likes. If you prefer a different herb, by all means, use that herb. Now we're going to add the flour. I use a lot in my cooking oats flour. In vegan food, it's widely used. I had my fair attempt on veganism, but I just like meat too much. But every now and then in the channel you will see that I'm making vegan dishes because I think they are brilliant. I agree that you should incorporate more vegetables and have a more balanced diet instead of just eating meat all the time. and also for the sake of the environment. All right, now I'm gonna I cracked some black peppers earlier. Let me just do it a bit more. I love black pepper. I put it on almost everything. And salt. It's very important that you have enough salt. In Portugal we use bacalhau, so it's always a little bit on the salty side. When you do these kind of things like meatballs or fish balls, it's important that you have enough salt. I would say a little bit on the salty side. Last but not least, we get the beer. And olive oil. Nice. Now we're gonna fold in the egg whites, the whipped egg whites. So I just wanna add it into the mix and we're gonna fold it in. So not roughly like a cake, fold so we don't get rid of the air bubbles. That's what's gonna make it fluffy. This is how you do it. Ooh, Montel Jordan. I used to love that album. Let's Ride, if I'm not wrong, the name of that album. So you fold it, see like I'm doing here, these movements, not rough, not like, just like this. That's it. So now I'm gonna let it rest in the fridge for 30 minutes and then we come back and we're gonna deep fry it. The mix has been in the fridge for 30 minutes, you know, it helps it to solidify a little bit, to become a bit more tougher when you're gonna actually deep fry it. But now we're gonna shape it before. You don't have to shape it, you can just use a spoon and drop it in the hot oil, but I prefer to shape it so it gets a bit more nice around the color. And also, if you want to freeze them before frying, you can do that. So you can just shape them like this, then put them in the tray. Voila. Don't squeeze them too much. Boom. That's it. Just gonna wash my hands and come back and you're gonna deep fry. The oil is just reached 180 degrees frying temperature, and now we're gonna start deep frying. Run away. So now we're gonna test. Tan 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 tan. Mmm. 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 This is my own recipe. Fish balls for you to try. Thank you for watching. Till the next video. Bye bye.